Well, I'm just trying to make it quick. Sorry, guys. I can hear myself now. I was a driver. No, because I have to hear my beautiful voice because that's all I have. The hamster. So thanks for the comments. So amazing atheist. Puniti bros. Dios Rey. Susie Ken. Hello. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to restart the fucking computer. TGAT, hello. Good to see you. Good to see everyone. Happy Friday. January 20th, 2023. Exactly what? 50 years or 60 years after Roe versus what the hell? Anyway, I found this unhinged rant from our buddy, the amazing atheist, TJ Kirk. Hello, Aldwick. How are you? Happy Friday. Happy weekend. Oh, let me get into, let's see. We got Undead Chronic. He's going to stream with Hammerhand tonight. And he's going to do one on Sunday. Me and Chronic are going to do something this weekend. Me and Thumper are going to do some car talk. It'll be great. Mouth Agape Ape. Hey, by the way, Mouth Agape. Brandon texted me. He's like, can we do it tonight again? It's like, he might fall asleep. He's old. But I will be there. It's only 3:47 Central Time in the US of A. So in Missouri. So hello, Arvero. Here we go. Yeah. So you guys remember the amazing atheist? Thumper says we're all old. Yes. Bluntly, Blondie. Oh my God, there might be a girl in the chat. What are we going to do? Hello, Blondie. Yeah. Really, I kind of lost any respect I might have. I mean, we gotta preface this with a little bit. I don't like Candace Owens. Well, obviously, because you're a Nazi. No. I'm not interested in what she says. Yes, indeed, Blondie. She's shrill. She's in your face, and I really am not interested. Now, the thing that got me, hello, Blondie, and Pete's here as well. The thing that got me with Candace Owens, I guess, is she was on a stream with Dave Rubin, and I'm not going to be able to think of her name because I've had too many beers. Blair White. And she just lost her fucking mind. Candace. Blair White's pushing back on her. Well, what about this? What about... So I'm not a big fan, frankly, of, as you are not, Blondie. Blair White, yeah. Not a big fan. So I think Candace Owens says a couple of things, and we all know about her little, well, let's not go too far into the past. Anyway, so she has a show, apparently, on the Daily Wire, I believe. And that's another whole big thing we might talk about later. Hamster's drinking, of course. It's Friday afternoon. What's the matter with you? She has a show, I think it's on Daily Wire, and there's the big Crowder freaking drama shit going on with the contract and Jeremy Boring and we might get to that later. But anyway, I'm not a big fan of Candace Owens, and clearly the amazing atheist is not as...
Next question. What are your thoughts on the British Museum and their artifacts from other cultures? They have returned many of them to Nigeria. Do you think they should return them all?
Yeah, you see, I might not agree with Candace's opinion. I don't really like her, don't listen to her. But TJ Kirk, the amazing atheist, is going to go to a whole new fucking level. Well, typical lefty, just making shit up. I'm hearing things that nobody else can hear because I'm somehow Gnostic. I have the knowledge, and you need to listen to me because I have a nice beard and I like bananas. Now, I have nothing against the amazing atheist. I think he's a very, very talented guy. I like to watch his videos. he's got some funny stuff. He's got some bits, and he's pretty in your face. I like that. Instead of this pussyfooting around shit. Well, if this is that, he just comes out and says, I'm a fucking leftist and fuck you. And I'm an atheist. Okay, yeah, I like that. Now, should the British Museum return their artifacts from other cultures? Well, the way I look at this is very simple. If the British stole these things from other countries, they should give them back. If the British paid for these things, they should not. Seems simple enough to me, but let's get into it.
Listen, I actually kind of hate a lot of museums because they steal our tax dollars. And so, yeah, defund all the museums and send back all.
Okay, very, very carefully. Remember what you just said. I hate all museums because they steal our tax dollars. So Candace, evidently, is coming at this from a fiscal conservative point of view. It's like, nah, some of these museums just take a bunch of our money and they. I disagree with her. No, I think museums are good. I think, to show the history of the world, art, all that. I mean, if we can fucking spend $100 million indoctrinating Afghanistan women into becoming trans or some whatever bullshit the government does, can't we pitch a couple of bucks at a museum with art and history and stuff, science? I think so. So I disagree with her. But I do get her point. The government funds a lot of shit. Maybe they shouldn't. But go on.
The artifacts, the amount of money that was given in the COVID bill, the trillions of dollars, all of it going to like the Kennedy Center, the African American Museum. And what did they do with it?
Well, hard to believe $1 trillion went to the Kennedy Center or the African American Museum or whatever. But okay.
Sit on the board, take all the money. It's kind of become this huge money laundering operation. And yeah, I say return it all. If you want to see something, it's go to the country, So I'm actually totally fine with that because I'm very anti-museum because they stole a lot of our money.
A lot of these are.
Now, let's understand. Did we all understand what Candace just said? She's not really interested in funding museums because she believes they are a ripoff. Okay? So it's taxpayer money going to something she doesn't believe in. I understand. Hamster sent Channel my email. What? Oh my God. Are you up there in Michigan drinking beers again? Justin Saboka, hello. Good to see you. Happy Friday. Always good to see you guys. CJ is here. Channel 1-800-DUMB from down under. Okay. So what Candace basically said in English, TJ, if you care to, go down that road, she said, I don't like the government funding museums because she believes it's a waste of taxpayer money. I do not agree with that. I think we should fund museums and libraries and places where people can go, preferably cheap or even free, so they can understand the history of the world. All these wonderful artifacts from these countries in the world. It's not like the United States is the first country in the world, right? Thousands of years of history. So I think it's a really good idea to show people this. Hey, our ancestors did this. It costs you $1 to get in, whatever. Nah, not against that. And I think Candace is full of bullshit when she says it costs $1 trillion. Come on now. Let's just say I'm not really happy. Candace doesn't trip my trigger, but TJ is going to take this in a way different direction. Are you ready? You might want to crack a beer and get some popcorn. Here we go.
Artifacts and stuff should probably be returned to their country's of origin. So she's kind of accidentally a little bit based on that.
Accidentally. Now, remember, Mr. Atheist, you are attacking a woman of color. If you want to use these fucking games against the rest of us, I'm going to use them against you. People of color are never wrong. It's their lived experience. It's all of this. So Why are you attacking her? She's a female with a vagina, and she's black. Are these the games you want to play? Amazing Atheist. You tell me I can't say anything about a black person on the left or a black trans woman because that's homophobic, or that's, oh my, you're a white man. Well, you're a fucking white man, dude. Are you going to play by the same rules that you put out there for the rest of us? No. I'm fucking shocked. Go on.
Idea though of I'm like anti-museum. Have you ever heard of something like that before? Like,
she didn't say anti-museum. She said she doesn't like taxpayer money going to museums. Now, TJ, whatever you heard, maybe you were on some kind of fucking peyote. She did utter the words anti-museum in respect to the taxpayer money funding the museums. I disagree with her. What do you want me to do? Do I need to cut off my arm? I think that's a stupid idea. However, you will go to the 11th dimension.
Isn't that just the most virulent strain of anti-intellectualism you've ever heard in your life? Like, what are the great conservative enemies of the age right now? They hate the media, they hate libraries, and apparently now they hate museums.
Now, why don't you just man up, Mr. Banana, and tell us what you mean by hating libraries? You think conservatives are going to go out and burn books. Why don't you fucking say it, Mr. Atheist? Because that's what you think. Candace didn't say anything like that. She just prefers the museums are funded with other funds. And you believe conservatives, like the Nazis, want to burn down libraries, keep their people stupid. Now, I thought you were Mr. Rational. Excuse me. You're an atheist, of course, so you're a thinker. You don't believe in that Jesus thing, do you? So you're smarter than the rest of us. And yet you can't understand English. You can't understand what she said. Well, this is going to be an interesting video, Mr. Atheist. Go on, please. Tell us, excuse me, if you wouldn't mind. Tell us how one person's opinion broad brushes the entire conservative part of this country. One person. And yet, if I were to do that, you'd call me a homo, this and a fag and a phobo. You're a fucking uneducated prick. How is it you get away with it? And I don't. Well, here's the biggest reason I don't do it. But you do, which leads me to believe that you think it's okay. One person has this opinion while the entire fucking conservative movement has the same opinion. Really? I thought you believed in, well, go on there, bearded fuckstick.
Basically, anywhere that you can go to learn things,
You mean like high school, which you chose not to attend? I digress. Is that an ad hoc? Fuck it. He's about to attack people who went to college, who are conservative. So if these are the games you want to play, Amazing Atheist, well, I'll fucking play right along with you. Tell me about the lack of your high school diploma and tell me how stupid I am for having a master's degree in electrical engineering and still being conservative. Go on.
I hate it. As Donald Trump himself said, I love the poorly educated. Well, it shows. Oh,
Now, I don't know Donald Trump, and I know a lot of people don't like Donald Trump, and he says a lot of bullshit. But let's just back off a little bit, Mr. Banana. Do you think possibly he meant he would rather deal with us, people like you, who didn't bother going through 12th grade because you're too fucking weird? He would rather deal with people like us, the grunts, the what are we, the proletariat? He would rather deal with us than these ivory tower white towers rather, who think they're smarter than everybody in the fucking world because they got a PhD in bullshit. Is there a possibility that maybe that's what Donald Trump was referring to? No. He just wants people to be stupid. And that way they're going to vote for him. So why don't you vote for Trump, Mr. Kirk? I'm just curious if you could help me out with that.
Universities they hate too, by the way. Universities they really hate.
You wouldn't know, you've never been to one. Is that an ad hominem attack? Yes. Yes, it is.
They think that, that's where people get brainwashed. Basically, what?
Again, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't even know how to wash your hands in a university, sir, because you've not been to one. But go on and tell me how stupid I am for being a conservative. I would really appreciate that.
What's going on here is the more educated you are, the harder it is to be conservative because you realize that it's all based on disgusting lies.
Now, Mr. Kirk, Mr. Atheist, you've been through at least 8th grade, right? Can you spell the word projection? Now, since you've been through the 10th grade, can you spell the word psychological? Can you join the two together, and do you understand what I'm saying? Of course you don't. Go on.
Now, the right-wing agenda has literally become, let's make everyone as stupid as possible.
And yet you don't vote for the right wing. Somehow you've got magic in your veins. Magic in your beard. You're the stupidest fuck on the internet. If you're just judging by the educational level, and I don't care. A lot of smart people never went to college. But you're saying this, and I'm going to hold you to the fucking fire. You're telling me, with my degrees and my experience in life, I'm fucking stupid because I'm a conservative. And yet you're the one who's really stupid, and you're not one. Do tell me how this all works out. I would love to know.
Let's make sure that they don't get any sort of higher education. Let's make sure.
Well, you're there. Okay. Checking the list off. No higher education. Yes.
That they don't trust anything reported in the media. Let's make sure that they are totally frightened, scared at all times, hate museums, and the only information they trust, the only place they go to learn about what's really going on is us.
Now, did you get the lesson we talked about previously a couple of minutes ago? I want you to spell psychological projection. Can you deal with that, Mr. Banana? I'm sure you can. You can look it up on the internet. And you're telling me I am a fucking stupid idiot because I'm a conservative. Well, it seems like you're kind of their fucking target audience then, and you ain't voting for them. Tell us why. What unicorn fucking farts do you have? Mr. I've never graduated high school.
They just take it right from our mouths, and nowhere else can be trusted. Everywhere else is suspect.
So if one is a skeptic, if one is skeptical about what we're being told on the mass media, you think, what? Isn't that's how you made your bones, bro? That's how you made your fucking channel. You were skeptical of what you were being told, and now if we're fucking stupid rubes and uneducated, and we want to be stupid and vote for Trump. Do you even understand what you're saying at this point, Mr. Kirk? I don't think so. I think the brain virus has gotten to you as well, sir.
Trying to create a class of people who are just totally divorced from reality and have become completely swept away in the ideological narrative of the right wing.
of the right wing. Are you sure it's not the left wing? Did you spell right wing incorrectly, Mr. Atheist? Did you spell right Left? God damn, I got to admit, though, this man has some hamsters up in his head that are fucking amazing. They nuclear hamsters. So it's the right wing that wants you to believe in things that aren't real. Tell me, Mr. Kirk, can a trans woman menstruate? I'm going to guess you think so. So who is not living in reality? Me or you? Just curious if you can help me out.
And that's why they hate any source of information beyond themselves.
Living in a bubble. Again, can you spell leftism? Give it a shot. I know you can do it.
They hate education. They hate media that they don't control.
Apparently, you do hate education. Well, I think I beat that dead horse. Media they can't control. Okay, tell me which media is in control of the evil Nazi right-wing party. Is there one media outlet? And the rest of them are what? Just curious if you can help me understand.
They hate museums now.
Candace Owens says she hates museums because it sucks up taxpayer money. Would you fucking stop? People who are conservative or Republican or even a little bit right of view do not hate museums. We love them. At least I do. I can't speak for the rest, but there's probably some goddamn snake handler somewhere. So I suppose you think all Republicans are snake handlers as well. TJ. Now, I'm just gonna come right out and say it, sir. I think you had a really bad day today. And maybe just a little bit unhinged. Everybody has a little bit of a fuck it, man. I'm going against the world. Well, you're not going against shit. You're going against people who actually enjoy you, and you're just fucking unhinged. You're a lunatic at this point. You're losing your shit, brother. And I don't like that because I like your show. I like your presentation. I like your in-your-face stuff. But no, you're telling me that I'm the stupid one. You're telling me if I vote for the conservative policies to keep things kind of conservative, I'm the idiot. Well. Yep. Tim Gatt, his channel is amazing. Jesus. Hello. Amazing Atheist. 2 words. It's in the link below. I'm saying, Ant-Man, he's got a righteous beard, man. I got to admit that. And he really does a fun show. You know, this is really disappointing to me. This is really disappointing because I think he's a very talented and a very smart guy. And then we get this bullshit. Breaking all the rules, TJ. Can't attack black women, but you are. Go on.
This is the first time I've heard that. They hate libraries. They hate National Public Radio.
God damn, we're just going to burn it all down, baby.
The most bland, inoffensive radio possible. They get irate.
I wonder if you just hear things you think are okay. Yes? Now, how many examples do I have to put up here, Mr. Kirk, for you to understand? National Public Radio is a left-wing propaganda tool. But you don't think so because you like what they say. Yeah? Right.
They hate public broadcasting. So basically, anywhere you can go to get information that is not under their strict control.
Under their strict control. Really, which places are under the strict control of the evil Nazi Republicans? Is that Fox News, Tucker Carlson. You don't like Tucker? Is that right? Anything else? One place and 1,000 other places that are not right wing, and they're under the control of the media. Bro, were you doing peyote or something? Some magic mushrooms? What the hell's wrong with you?
They hate it.
Uh-huh.
They despise it. They don't want you to have access to it. They want
access to what?
To put as many obstacles between you and that stuff as possible.
What's that stuff, sir? What stuff? And whom is putting obstacles between you and the stuff? Oh, between Jesus.
To the point where you have this ignorant wretch up
here. Yeah. Well, that's your opinion. You can have that. That's fine.
Appearing on your screen and telling you.
But if I have an opinion, you think it's wrong. Is that right, TJ? Well, isn't that fucking rational? Isn't that a skeptic? What have you become, sir? What have you become?
You, like looking you in the eye and telling you proudly, I'm anti-museum.
That's not what you said. I mean, we've already agreed on this, right? I don't like Candace Owens. I think she's wrong on the museum thing. So now you're going to sit there and say every goddamn Republican is the same as her.
They're literally intentionally trying to bring
it's literally they are. Okay, good.
Us to Idiocracy. They look at Idiocracy and they see a utopia. You know how the guy
you know how the movie Idiocracy, Atheist, whatever the fuck your name is, was a goddamn left wing. The left wing took care of the whole situation. The left wing forced women to not have babies. Are you this fucking stupid? Idiocracy is not a fucking right wing. It's a goddamn left thing. Women waiting till they're 40 and I got no eggs. That's a fucking leftist plank. You stupid motherfucker. That's not the right wing. It's the left. Have you ever watched the fucking movie, or have you just heard snippets of it when you were trying to get your fucking GED, you stupid motherfucker? It's the left telling women not to have babies. That's why Idiocracy got to the point where they were. Jesus Christ.
In Idiocracy, I don't remember the main character's name, but the character from Idiocracy who is of very average intelligence.
Do you remember the beginning of the movie? Kirk, since you haven't watched it, because you want to believe in your bullshit, watch the first 3 minutes of the fucking movie and tell me Republicans whom you fucking hate, at the same time, you're saying the Republicans want to force women to have children. Jesus, good Lord in heaven.
But in the world of Idiocracy, he's a genius and they all need him. He's like indispensable.
Yeah, it was a good movie. But you do understand it's a leftist dystopia. TJ.
Because he just has an average IQ. That's what's going on here. All of these unimpressive people, all of these very intellectually unimpressive right-wing grifters like Candace Owens.
I don't disagree. But I will disagree with you saying fucking Idiocracy is a goddamn communist. It's not a conservative fucking movie. It's a warning shot, you stupid fuck.
Who have average intelligence are literally trying to bring about the idiocracy so that they can be impressive by comparison and they can control the narrative. Because if they make it dumb enough, they can be the smartest people in it.
I mean, do I have to pull out the fucking trailer? TJ, look, bro, I'm not going to go on forever here, but what the fuck is wrong with you? You got some sand in your shorts. You fell down and skinned your knee. You had a bad day. That's fine. But to sit here especially and tell me Idiocracy is a fucking conservative. Oh my God. I need to go get some more beer. Should we watch the fucking... You want to watch the trailer? TJ likes bananas. Yeah. Tau Nocta says, fuck humanity. All right. Now, let me just find this real quick. If you don't mind. Trailer. Idiocracy. See if we can find it. Idiocracy trailer. See if this is safe for work. What do you mean work? You're not really working. You're right. Now, let me just copy it. I'm gonna do it cold because I love you. I love you, baby. Tell me how this is a conservative thing. Let's see. Yep.
At the dawn of the 21st century, the Army began a top-secret experiment.
Meet Joe Bowers, our first subject for the human hibernation experiment. As you know, this is highly classified. However, if successful, we believe humans can be stored indefinitely.
However, the trial run was prone to human error.
See you in a year.
And Joe slept slightly longer than expected. Half a millennium, to be exact. From Mike Judge, creator of Office.
Okay, they're not going to show... They're not going to show the woman who doesn't. Let me try again. Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. There we go. I knew it was going to be here somewhere. I know my internet, people. TJ, do you? Do ya? I don't think so. Paste. And bing. Let's do it.
As the 21st century began, human evolution was at a turning point. Natural selection, the process by which the strongest, the smartest, the fastest reproduced in greater numbers than the rest, a process which had once favored the noblest traits of man, now began to favor
those evil white men. Look at that.
Different traits. Most science fiction of
Jody Buttafuoco. Jesus Christ. You guys don't even remember that, do you? Jody Buttafuoco and Amy, what the hell was her name?
Day predicted a future that was more civilized and more intelligent.
Yeah, well, that's what the fantasy that Mr. Atheist has.
But as time went on, things seemed to be heading in the opposite direction, a dumbing down. How did this happen?
Well, because conservatives and Republicans, Donald Trump. According to the amazing atheist, it's Donald Trump and you evil conservative dumbasses. Right?
Evolution does not necessarily reward intelligence. With no natural predators to thin the herd, it began to simply reward those who reproduced the most and left the intelligent to become an endangered species.
Trevor and Carol versus Cleavon. Got the BlackBerry, got the weird fucking shit here. Go ahead, Carol.
Having kids is such an important decision.
We're just waiting for the right time.
Just waiting for the right time. Now, who would be generally against this? Atheist. Want to have kids early, young, get those women pregnant and in the kitchen making sandwiches.
It's not something you want to rush into, obviously.
No way.
Oh, shit, I'm pregnant again!
Got too many damn kids. Thought you was on the pill or some shit.
Hell no!
My name's Cleavon. I'm just getting all kinds of babies everywhere.
Brittany! No, thank you!
Now,
There's-
who supports the left wing? These people. Right here. Right here. So 5 years later, and they're in their early 30s.
There's no way we could have a child now.
Mhm.
Not with the market the way it is, no.
Yeah, the market. Right. So let's not reproduce. So exactly, TJ, who the fuck is encouraging women to not reproduce? Is it the evil Republicans? Or is it your side, you stupid fuck?
No, that just wouldn't make any sense.
Come on over here, bitch! He don't care about you!
Yeah, well, there must be something he likes over here.
You mean nothing to me, baby? Oh, shit. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Well,
Of course, that would be Alabama or Mississippi, where that shit is not really happening. So we're 10 years later. Where's Undead Chronic or Hammer at? No eggs, no eggs, no eggs.
we finally decided to have children, and I'm not pointing fingers, but it's not going well.
Now, who is encouraging this kind of activity? TJ Kirk. Whom? Is it the Republicans or is it the Democrats?
And this is helping.
I'm just saying that before I have in vitro, maybe you should be willing
It's
to.
always me, right?
Of course, you're a man, you stupid fuck. What's the matter with you?
Well, it's not my sperm count.
Yeah! I'm gonna fuck all of y'all! That's my boy!
Cleavon is lucky to be alive. He attempted to jump a jet ski from a lake into a swimming pool and impaled his crotch on an iron gate.
Jump that shark, baby.
But thanks to recent advances in stem cell research and the fine work of Dr. Stephen Altshuler, Cleavon should regain full reproductive function.
Get your hands off my junk!
And
15 years later. Again, who is promoting this? Is it the conservatives who just want a nice family with those kids at home and the wide picket fence? Or is it your side? TJ. Now, it might be in 500 years, there's just a bunch of dumb people. So why are you telling the smart people not to breed? You go, girl, fishes and bicycles. Get your career. It's much more important. And when you're ready, things are going to happen. Maybe they don't. Go on. Go on. Go on.
unfortunately, Trevor passed away from a heart attack while masturbating to produce sperm for artificial insemination.
Little IVF action going on. Yes. Well, we could put off having those babies until we're 48, and everyone's going to come in, like Hammerhand's going to come in and say, oh, baby, I know you did your thing and whatever, but I'm going to come in there. I'm going to blast you with some. Yeah, well, it doesn't happen that way, does it? Who is pushing this, Mr. Kirk? Who is pushing feminism? I'm just curious if you could help me out. Yes?
But I have some eggs frozen, so just as soon as the right guy comes along.
No eggs, no eggs, no eggs, no eggs. What is the percentage of eggs that actually survive freezing? 2%, 3%. So you've been told a fucking lie, but TJ, Amazing Atheist wants you to believe that lie. Doesn't he?
And so it went for generations, although few, if any, seemed to notice.
Are we dead yet on the stream? Just kidding. Oh my God, we're still here. No way. This is fun. Go ahead.
At the dawn of the 21st century, the
think we
Army
saw this
began a
already.
top secret experiment.
Meet Joe Biden.
Point is, Amazing Atheist is telling us the conservatives are stupid and they're gonna well, then why don't you encourage your leftist buddies to fucking breed and have children and offset these goddamn stupid, Republican Bible thumping snake handlers? Well, that's interesting, isn't it? I like that truck. Which truck? Samantha is in the building. Hello. Red Scout as well. Tau Nocta. All right, we'll go through the rest of it. I guess we're not copyrighted yet. Why not?
Flowers. Our first subject for the human hibernation experiment. As you know, this is highly classified. However, if successful, we believe humans can be stored indefinitely.
However, the trial run was prone to human error.
See you in a year.
And Joe slept slightly longer than expected.
Just a couple of days longer. It's no big deal.
Half a millennium, to be exact.
Right.
From Mike Judge, creator of Office Space and Beavis and Butthead.
Oh my God!
If you were the smartest person in the world,
This goes in your mouth. This one goes in your butt. Hang on a second. This one goes in your mouth.
and were stuck with the dumbest people in history,
If you have one bucket that holds 2 gallons and another bucket that holds 5 gallons, how many buckets do you have?
2? What would you do?
He's a goddamn genius. Look at this guy.
Excuse me. I'm actually supposed to be getting out of prison.
You're in the wrong line.
I'm the smartest guy in the world? Says who?
The IQ test you took in prison. You got the highest score in history.
Even smarter than President Camacho.
Gentlemen, the President of America!
Yeah, the President of America.
In the year 2505, we got this guy. So you said the ordinary will be considered extraordinary.
This is a great fucking movie. If you haven't seen Idiocracy, you gotta watch it.
Your head would be bigger. Idiocracy.
For the smartest guy in the world, you're pretty dumb sometimes.
Yeah. Thank you, Joe Blow. Appreciate that. So, Mr. Kirk, if you want the smart people to keep on keeping on, you'd be against feminism, wouldn't you? No, 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 no. Of course not, because reasons. Thumper says Bronto is what's plants grave. Goddamn right it is, and that's what's going to grow them. Now, if you guys don't know, if you haven't seen the movie, and I think Thumper has, they were pouring Gatorade type material on rice and food and wheat and whatever, and nothing was growing. And Not Sure came in there and said, we'll put some water on that. And suddenly it fucking grew. So tell us, Mr. Kirk, which do you choose? It seems like you've chosen feminism, which leads to idiocracy. Or, well, at least you think so. Blondie. What does Blondie have? Wow, I mean, she's a girl. Fortunate Samantha P. Okay, I know, Blondie. I'm glad I could entertain you for a while anyway. So let's go. Jesus. Thumper, you know this movie way more than most people. So, all right. Okay, I'm going to go eat. Haven't anything to eat today. So we're going to do some. Oh, True Blood is here. I will check out now. I'm going to go make some soup and I'm ready for that. So you guys take care. And TJ Kirk's link is in the fucking description. Go have a good time. I'll see you later. Bye.